But he likes to get out and do it, basically.
Lydia?
Rolling yips.
Yes.
Rolling
Yes.
yips.
Yes.
Nope. Hey. So there's a catch you kind of go back into it. It's
Alright.
Order up right.
So, previously on,
Yes.
lots of things. But most importantly, while touchdown from the Tower of Zephyros, the closest you can get to go is sort of capital farm. They've been described as the place that supplies most of the most of the coasts, all the major. Also home to the old Enclave, which is background balance druid organ. Trade-off, the
Furries.
kooky old druid guy who's up against Venomfang and had many tried to Aiden, is a member of the Emerald. So you guys left this sort of council was figureheads for all these different powerful factions. Any of cities or certain groups. And they all sort of conferred in the Tower of Zephyros along with you, basically telling you that Phandalin's fucked, Phandalin's lost, with numerous monster hordes and armies converging on it. Supposedly, Alia Thornton, who was back there, brokered some sort of let's keep it possible while we're basically being occupied by these. So it was pretty much just considered lost at that point. Completely indefensible. What was a growing number of reports about different giants. So the main point of this council meeting was for sort of hired, sort of persuaded, sort of forced to pick one of three major areas where they were looking to try to actually defend, and not only defend against the giants, but figure out what was going on. This is sort of a new development where all these various giant factions, hill giants, fire giants, stone giants, etc., are actively attacking towns, cities, and just being seen, whereas, years, even past 10, 20 years, not so much a thing other than Taylor. Something is clearly world here where threat that affects everyone. And you all chose to trade off Goldenfield. Various reasons. Got there, you met some of the local color, helped a dwarf merchant and refuge trying to get by Earl Pete and his band of toll collectors, call themselves, or tax collectors. But in a shocking turn of events, no blood was shed. And Barrett Earl Peters and his men were convinced that there was good work for men of their skill set, and they traveled along with you to Goldenfield to join in helping the defenses, or who knows what they're up. They came along, Pete, calling you enemy to a potential ally. Bravo. And then beyond that, met with Abbott. Abbott's kind of. He's he just runs the whole place. Governor, he's got ties to the Enclave, but is in charge of helping dwarf merchant get to this escort heroes called the Yeti, who was the hairiest thing I've ever met. Was the proprietor of this. Dwarf was actually bad news Yeti, along with his pet winged cats, in Nightstone, ravaged by giants. Despite all of that, despite the bad news, we're all able to free room and board for coming in favorable set of circumstances. Kind of as not sort of legendary here so much. Out of town travelers. And it was on that night. Halfling bard, quite a ill, very particular tales, natural way. For anyone who was by him, and that was sorry, the Yeti was. So you were all staying here at the end of the night, middle of the night. That you heard a very, very drunken bard from earlier in the evening, kind of like stumbling around outside, screaming something about like giants attack that east wall, and you started making your way through the various fields, through the town, and into a large group of ogres, goblins, and wolves. Basically fought your way through them and followed their wall. Clearly had not been tended to back or there. You could see ladders on both sides of the wall where these goblins and ogres that down. At that wall, beyond the wall, saw numerous hill giants. Off in the distance, oak fires, probably a small encampment of enemy outskirts of the wall, and then two very dopey hill giants process of just scaling the wall very slowly, clubs behind them, outside of the wall, and just climbing up there. And it was when this drunken halfling was screaming that Lady Corgelian, who was sleeping in very soundly, did not catch the first cries for help. But when lightning bolts began to crackle near the stables and massive explosions started going off, he came running out of the inn to see this elderly dark-skinned woman, Maxine Drathala, who was this very fancy dressed, pompous, wears her spectacles mage, didn't the type to get her hands dirty. You came running out of the inn, still probably fairly intoxicated. You see her out there, just sort of adjusting her spectacles, blasting fireballs, and taking on an entirely different group of monstrous our town here. But you were quickly able to follow the tracks of the ally and see the dead bodies they kind of left the trail of. You're running up, and you see them all at the eastern wall. There's no snow, there's no buildings. You're running through hayfields, and you see off in the distance this looming giant head just sort of just starting to get over the top of the wall. I don't know, Og. I think they went this way. We'll find them. And this one guy, you can see kind of he's looking over his shoulder down on the other side, the outside of the wall. Kind of see Dwarf, Flint, kind of scaling up the same wall, almost about to be face to face with him. And looks like San is sort of conjuring something, getting some magical reagents out of her pouch. I don't know what she's doing. And everyone else is sort of all heading towards this wall right now. And go.
Oh, good, you're on. Thanks for joining us.
So I'm up there next to him by myself.
No, I mean, you guys. Some of you guys were I know Titus and Beast Mode, Caden were kind of at the forefront. Flint was the only one that I was aware of that was actually scaling the wall.
Oh, we were already at the top.
You were at the top too?
All of us were at the top.
Retcon.
I wasn't at the top.
We all climbed up. And went.
Who all was at the top?
I was.
Alright, Caden and San were at the top. Seeing this guy, Og, called himself. Okay.
Yeah, how does it feel? Yeah, we all kind of.
You were a near-dead direwolf. Last left off.
I remember now. Last time I killed a goblin by throwing the severed arm.
Lay down, Corgi.
Let's do this. Let's roll fresh initiative.
That's a lot closer than 100.
Oh, it's a nice, I guess.
That's just a.
Tell me where you want to have been left off.
I assume we'd all be right near where.
So let's say the ladders were right where Flynn is.
we were right there.
As described, one of the giants was basically at the top of the wall.
Yeah, you said there were 100. If we're going.
Sure.
Like, one
We
of those
can-
giants
we
is
can-
more handsome than the other.
You do laser.
That's too hard. We can do.
Let's
Arya,
do
she
this.
really wants.
My view, they
Go
both
get
look
it.
the
Go.
same.
But no,
Just do it down the
one looks a
hallway.
lot more bruised.
Oh, you know,
One looks like it has 2 arrows in its
The other
butt.
one, John Goodman.
this.
Alright,
Two
do it down the
different
hall.
sides covered.
Down the hallway.
John Goodman would be a good giant,
You
actually.
Yeah.
guys, be over
Yeah.
here.
And he's good at everything. He's good at everything.
Did you leave Onyx back at the?
Oh, it was right there, right?
Well, I just. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think he was there with you.
That's cat.
Yeah, he was fighting the goblins that
Yeah.
you fought on the way. Right? Does Onyx climb the wall with you? So, I mean, once you get on top of the wall, I mean, it's kind of like you see where there's probably like, 2 to 3, maybe 3 wide sort of walkway and then various like stuff. Although this wall on this part of town isn't there, so there's parts where cracked and caved in that tab wall at the foot of the giant as he was climbing up.
Hole, it was
Yeah.
60 feet.
Not really. I mean, like, you can kind of, like, I mean, there's various, like, barrels and stuff like that where you kind of, like, crouch down.
You got it.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Up on the walkway. Okay. Clint, where are you?
I was my head out.
Because, I mean, like, you were, like, climbing up.
Go.
After he started to get up top, like, you were sort of climbing up, almost parallel on the opposite side. Are you...
I did.
Yeah.
So one of them should be.
Bark. Get
She did a
scared.
She's a little...
I didn't really do much.
one of them has damage, and it is the one on the
Go
wall. You can... Very green. Still looks very healthy.
Maybe I'll shoot it again with.
So are you, let's say you have the option, basically, get up on the wall as this thing? Are you climbing up on it, or are you doing...
I'm gonna try shooting it with an arrow.
Okay.
She's not-
So you're going to get up enough over the lip of the wall that you kind of...
Got it.
Alright,
From the
alright, so you are just over the edge of the wall. Getting ready to shoot this guy in the face. Fantastic. And then
Yes,
Caden?
that's
Where are you, Caden?
I was on the top, wasn't I?
Why are you guys so far away from me
Just
now?
trying to clarify.
Oh no, I'm just. Oh wait, no. Actually, I'm not sure if I did because I'm a
You
dire
did.
wolf, right? If I would have gotten up there.
Fire climbed.
I've never been able to mountain goat it. It's like,
Yeah.
They're
I
on
can see it.
Titus's back like a cape.
on the wider picture.
Why you guys are way? No,
There's
it
one.
was
Oh,
up to
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
and
Oh,
you
yeah.
had a bow and arrow.
Oh, that's over at like one of the guard towers.
Oh, that area.
Here?
On the wall.
It is. Nice solid wall. This is more of a a battle map than it. Almost.
Don't take this
where our
as
pieces.
law.
You need more. But you are running up, and you kind of see Flint over there, and like he's just cresting the side of the wall. The ogre is just cresting the side of the wall. You see all of them like up on the wall to your left, like just.
Very wide.
What? I'm 3 feet tall.
Fine.
Right his ankle.
Outer wall 60 high. Oh, 20. Well, in the main gate where you, it was 60 high, and then on the outside, but then like on.
Hold damage.
What's that?
I've been sweating fun.
Hey, you're gonna die if
Yeah,
you get knocked
fine.
off. I'm gonna call and then call his brew. Taylor.
The actual like where the wall meets the walkway on the main part, but this not this area. That was like as described earlier. This east wall is not been repaired. Looks like it was damaged. No, it's 40 feet up.
There's also something like.
All right. So
Almost
for the
didn't fall
sake
damage.
of this being a new session.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sam.
I think it's +2, so.
Uh,
21.
Hang on. I'm looking at Scepter Claw.
oh. Titus? 10. That wall is hard to climb and all that.
I'm so tired.
Like, got that sick climbing ability.
We
don't want
just
to laugh.
yeah.
Just showing off. He climbed up once and then climbed up again.
Roll a 4.
14. And
4 total.
4.
I'm a dire wolf and he's very tired and he went up really high.
Yeah.
I was gonna sit down for a second.
You have 3 health left.
No,
Direwolf.
that's fine. Anybody have any one?
In real life?
Like in real life?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rested.
Or no?
Trying to throw beer your way.
100 feet away.
Okay. I was trying.
Isla, you got sort of the sharpest jump as you all get to the top of the wall, and you see Flint looking like he's about to just shoot this giant face to face. Probably not the greatest idea. You know, Flint with a bow, what would you expect?
Honestly, if he was acting.
What isn't it gonna do?
Made of flesh, it's lots of it.
But you got your.
At the moment, they are not aware. You kind of hear, like as they were climbing the wall, like comments about how stupid and pokey the wall was.
stupid.
And it was like, saw Flint stabbing and shooting the wall, and it did not seem pirate dwarf. So, as far as you can assess right now,
Ready.
Maybe.
I mean, you know that, like the tales you've heard that,
We heard people dying.
Remember,
Yeah.
And shit.
they eat people.
yeah, and like they literally,
Not
And
really,
they're known to be more ravenous. Other eat a village. Eat mud. Dinner
We're
from
not
your
talking to them.
bones.
So,
You can always try. Yeah. That basically use your essentially what happens. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from asking and your companion protection for up to
moving over here.
for up to an hour.
You're
Each,
cool.
each creature that you choose within 30 feet of you,
See how
you
that goes.
gets +10 to like stealth,
Oh.
It doesn't affect.
and you cannot be tracked except by some magical. Like me.
I'm.
I
anywhere I can move and
opt to
protect both
retcon
of
myself
them?
away from them.
You could stick, like you see Corgelian kind of like up on the, like Corgelian, you also know no one spotted you. Smoke fires beyond. Right now he's like literally fire game. So you see Corgelian approaching. You all want to take a moment, wait for ladder. You could. Now the only downside to that would be that the giant will definitely be on the wall comfortably.
That's Flint. Yeah.
Oh, back it up.
It's dark, but both of you have pretty good
I
vision. You
don't
can
want-
see him. Okay. Alright.
On it?
Don't want to hold your action though. Okay. In that being said, you're
I can.
Might as well almost have to
So
move.
you're gonna
Oh, yeah.
stack.
I'm a dog. I'm snarling. I'm
dude-
snarling at the giants right now and warning the game.
Feel like it's
have your
not really
moment
a
of
good
adrenaline.
idea.
Like you're all on top of a wall. There's
Okay.
clearly giants climbing up this wall. What are you saying to each other? What are you indicating to each other?
These are fat guys. Okay, there are.
Not
Well,
that
sounds
you've
like
ever
racist
heard of.
about it.
Okay, so
Oh,
kill them.
They're not. Yeah, they're not.
I can't hear you. I'm trying to shoot them.
I'm snarling at him like I'm ready to go.
Okay.
We
I've
charge.
already got my hand up.
So
Oh,
Titus looks back.
right.
Titus looks back at you and just gives you like, if this were a door, I'm gonna knock it down.
Okay, how many
I
feet away
win.
am I?
Sorry, but I mean, it doesn't really. Your
But
go.
I want.
About 100 feet.
Okay.
Kevin can wait.
I can't do it. And oh,
Yeah, shoot him. I mean, this thing's climbing. low big start pin cushioning as much as you want.
Shoot
So
him in the hand. What in the face?
Do I have a limit on
That's
arrows?
right.
I don't want to
Oh, yeah,
find
watch
out
out,
when
those
I'm
are-
you have plenty of arrows. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Right now.
Good thing. I don't know if you want to start with that.
Okay.
Roll
Minus
the dice.
5 attack.
Plus,
Minus 5.
plus 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, right. Fire an arrow and it just whizzing past. So it was a big enough target that you actually hit a shot. Kind of hear that. Roar! Oh yeah, you do actually have. Nice. Well, a lot of you have. Nice now.
All the cool.
Alright. Alright, so two whirring sounds go flying past and. Oh, someone's up here, Lob!
Great.
Bear with me.
I'm much closer
It's a
though.
world gone
Like, in his
topsy-turvy.
face.
What's going on?
It's
Some
unex-
arrow shade being thrown over here.
What?
Right. Uh, 5, 9.
Hey,
But I'm also using battle maneuver. What can I? Any attack. I hit first.
yeah.
Right, I'm using trip attack.
I mean, you would have to use like a melee attack. Logically speaking. Yeah, really.
Okay, fine.
I mean, next time if you tell me you're tying like a rope to an arrow and doing some sort of elaborate plan,
All right.
maybe.
It's happened.
Yeah. Fucker.
A knee. Heard of an arrow in the knee?
But it's just his face I see, so.
Right in his hangnail.
Right in the nail.
Let's revisit the topic later.
That's only 5 damage.
5 damage.
I think he's dead. I think he's dead.
You got
The
him.
dwarf looks back at the elf who just.
He's looking rough.
5 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Savage Stone.
Can I use
Of course, you are 5 feet away,
movement
but
now
whatever.
to kind of
Yeah.
You getting into melee with?
getting into melee with him?
No, don't.
Okay.
Why would you?
He's the dwarf pirate.
I'm a non-sober dwarf pirate.
No, not.
It's just his
Speaking of
hammer
which, you're pretty
now.
drunk yourself. You should be getting in there.
You're
Drunk
drunk
barbarian?
right now.
Drunk barbarian.
Oh,
I think most of you are probably intoxicated.
I mean, the dwarves are probably so.
Oh yeah.
So that's 19.
Okay. What do you? Yeah, you.
Unless they're made of plant life.
No.
Then I'll use
you feel that flesh cut
Cut
beneath your blade.
9 damage.
He lets out. Roar! Filthy dwarf! Get up here quick, Lob!
I pee on him.
That's
What?
my job.
That's I think that's an act.
See yours now?
Me?
Yeah.
Fireball!
bonus
That's a
action?
far.
You're just trying to kill me now.
Oh.
I can make it so I don't hit you. They're tall, you're short. Or I can angle it to the side. So there's clearly a place I can put a circle.
Are you far enough away? Or it
It's
looks
so
like you're.
precious, red
What's the
balls.
distance on that?
20, well, you can do up to 100.
Yeah.
Wow. He can heal you.
I'm fine.
I mean, I'm making it a point not to set my fellow dwarf on fire.
Well, it
I
would
really
be,
liked him. I mean,
I mean, basically, you've got one guy on the ground about to start climbing.
I thought they're not both up.
And the
then-
other guy,
Then I'll angle it so it's like.
on the ground, you're
Just outside.
It's like not in between. So if he's not in between, all I have to do is make. That pick up. Pretty much like that.
Yeah, no, I'm just like imagining it. Yeah, like if you were to like put it here.
Yeah.
Alright. Hold that.
I mean, it would have been easier if they were both up there. That was.
That's not.
That's not how drunken dwarf logic works. Should have primed them.
I think it's dexterity 15.
oh.
Hey.
Dex.
What's the what was it? Fun. Neither of them was expecting a fireball
Good.
to explode in the middle of the wall. As scorch marks and bits of broken stone just kind of burn and crash down around them. And they each take 31 points.
Oh, you're done for now. Oh, I don't have one of those. That was it.
Use it up.
They're looking
as
scorched
well.
and burnt and a bit more infuriated. Not actively. Has to wait. Fire washes over. Scorches the flesh of it. Probably takes a lot of their hair off, maybe.
And I'm gonna find a piece of rubble to hide behind. For my move.
And this guy's playing all nice. If a
Corgillion. So you see all of that. There's a big blast of fire, and you kind of smell sizzling flesh. And it's kind of hard to see over the ramparts of the wall now that Flint's gone up over it. But you kind of there's a rough wall that looks easy enough to climb there, though you would have to climb it, and a ladder. A flinch is
Like, how damaged?
it's pretty rough. Like I mean, it's all like almost
There's,
like,
like, no
it's like
holes.
it's like an easier than a rock wall, Jim. Big, rough.
No holes, right?
There are some. There are. Small enough for a little corgi.
Really?
There are two. There's one right here. Where it is. And path is.
He's over toward the. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, kind of do like a double move. And to like go through the hole and get on the other side
Yeah,
somewhere.
I didn't.
Okay, yeah, there's like rough parts of the wall here that you. Alright. Titus and you kind of see ball and here.
You can do her all.
That's true. All four. Well, I mean, unless you want to get close.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's not, it makes no difference. Alright. Titus. Fireballs are exploding. Has just all you up. And Flint is fully engaged. One of the giants who is on top of the wall, right? It's not 100 feet yet.
How far up, 10?
Do a double move. Would just be 60. Right there.
Fucking.
Yeah, I mean, you can throw it 30 feet, you can throw it 60 feet advantage down that.
I'll move on.
Well, no, if you do a double move, since you have an extra attack now, you do a double move and then, like, extra attack, I think. Alright. Alright, so just barreling down the pathway of the damaged wall, you got your thing going, and... Alright, and you are definitely within 30 feet now. I think you could. Get one of your spells. I think it's any attack. Well, no, sorry. Your Searing Smite is melee attack. Your Branding is any weapon attack. Thunder. Grab that.
Why he has no healing spell?
No, he's
I see you with. I mean, we can change it out for Searing. You had command and. Change command out if you. We'll say you changed it when you were drinking at the bar that night. All right. Okay. Well, so Thunders is also melee.
Oh.
You want to keep it Thunderous or serious? What do you think? Okay. Go. Okay. And you can use endings.
And you do have healing spells, I think.
Alright. Charging down the wall, you hurl your trident. Right in his face.
Go face!
What do we get?
16 total.
16 total hits.
Gotcha.
11 damage. Right in his face. Alright, your titan just punctures into his face and rips back out again. Just call it back. He's like looking down. And like the wall starts to rumble and shake a little bit. It's Og's turn. One with the trident coming out of his face.
Hey.
He looks down at the puny little fucking dwarf little shrimp popper and just goes
I'm like a quarter of the size.
and just goes to smash him.
Technically, he's unarmed.
He is unarmed.
That'll help.
What's your AC?
18.
You get just slammed by this giant, disgusting fist. Like, who knows where it's been? It smells like it's been somewhere unpleasant. And it just comes crashing down on you and just You almost felt like you could take it for a moment, but you get knocked backwards for 14 points of damage.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
So
I don't
Titus,
know
see Flint just get knocked back down the wall. And between the fireball blast and this guy sort of stomping and raging a little bit, even more bits of some of like the outer walls that came up around the walkway are just crumbling down around him. And he picks one of those pieces of wall up and fucking hurls it towards you.
Jeez.
Wow. Miss him off.
What's your armor class rating? Yeah. You kind of get your shield up, and it's enough to almost stop it, but it comes so fast and so unexpectedly that it almost just skips across the shield right into your face.
That's why I hit.
For 17 points of damage, as like
you
it
wish
feels
you had
like
that
you
healing
just
now.
got punched by a raging like runaway wagon cart. Just it's almost like your shield was like the perfect launch ramp to just right into
Ow. Oh, that's
your
good.
nose is broken and you're bleeding
that's
out
a
of it
concussion.
profusely. You already had a bit of damage from the battle. Yeah, so you are at 21 points of damage.
What am I at?
You are at 14 points of damage. Seathla still has 14 points of damage, and Caden, you have 40 points of damage, leaving you with the health in full form.
Go for it.
Yes.
Okay.
We just wanted all the food! And he's like just punching bits of wall, almost creating a giant pile of throwable wall rocks all around him. Well, I'm like, my eyebrows are gone! And you kind of see him like almost blindly feeling for the wall in front of him, but he's like reaching up about to start climbing. Caden, what are you doing?
Oh god. I'm gonna see all my friends getting beat up. Let out a howl. A mournful howl. I'm just gonna start bolting towards the guy climbing up the wall. Full sprint. Okay.
More.
Three more hit points.
Yeah, when he dies, he gets knocked back out of it. And you do have like a
But
combat wild shape or whatever.
wow.
Because of your circle training,
That's right, I can
you
sacrifice
can
my
burn
second.
spell slots to regain 1d8 hit point per level burn. And you've got all of your spell slots first, second, third.
Alright. Does that count as an action?
So it is combat wild shape is
One movement wild
a
shape.
bonus action.
Oh, sweet.
Technically, you pick the strength.
I only get one of my third level spells. Two of my third levels.
You have 2 third levels.
I'll sacrifice one of those.
Okay, so you burn one of those for your bonus action. So
3.
you howl at the moon and sort of channel
11.
11 back.
Oh, it's a healing howl. Oh.
Okay, you're at 29 points of damage right now. Leaving you still with your movement and regular attack.
Nice. A full-on sprint towards the guy climbing up the wall.
Okay.
My speed is 15.
Yeah, so you can do a full 100 feet.
I'm doing 100 feet.
Alright, yeah, you completely just close the gap and charge in front of the dwarf who just got knocked back against the wall.
So how close is that? How close I get to him? Do I still have space?
Are you still in space?
I was just gonna
Flank
run.
him?
I was just gonna run full steam into him.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there.
What else are we
This one's for my friends.
I mean, so you're able to like run all the way up to him and just like rah, 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 and like totally distract him a bit. But I mean,
Maybe you should.
I wasn't even gonna like use my teeth or anything. I was just using my body.
Yeah.
Body.
yeah, just, yeah, you butt up against his big fat fucking calf and just.
Open it.
Probably disgusting.
It's
Like
like
a
a 4
Velcro
ton
wall.
You
You cuddle him with your fur.
I'm like a chihuahua jumping on your face.
Cuddle him.
I didn't do that for. Oh. Thank you.
So Corgilian and Titus, you probably see this. The other hill giant, still on the outside of the wall. It kind of just. Don't worry, I'm coming. And he just starts like. And with like, it starts off kind of slow, like this big, lumbering, like almost lazy-looking guy. Just almost seems infuriated and rolls a natural 20 and just starts really scaling up the wall really quickly. And in one turn time, about 6 seconds, just is like basically cresting over the edge, not all the way up, but has pretty much reached the top of the wall already. It's kind of like, he flops his arms down the wall, breaking more pieces of it off, and he's just like looking around at your small little bodies. I'm going to eat all of you!
You really want to talk to this guy?
No more. He seems nice.
Be human.
He's just hangry.
Yeah, exactly.
Eat a Snickers, yeah.
Sifla, his gaze passes you and Onyx, and it's your turn.
Shoot her with an arrow! Woo!
Get your oath.
Yeah, so you do have your oath bow. Yeah, so you have like
Sweet,
almost
sweet nothing.
almost like some, like, I wouldn't call it a prayer so much.
I would.
Statement.
Drag my foes.
But yeah, when you whisper something in Elvish, like,
Oh, stupid blood.
I will
your daddy,
avenge.
bro. Who's your daddy?
So basically, the way it works, you can only have one sworn oath at a time, and when that enemy dies, but when you make a range attack, roll with a weapon against a sworn oath, gain advantage on it. Roll twice, and a roll. You give no fucks about any cover on that target. You pretty much lock in on them. And if it hits, you do extra damage.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So,
Sold!
which one are you reciting an oath to?
Who's closer?
Well, this is the guy who basically just
Oh, okay.
climbed up on the wall and is looking at all of you and is definitely the healthier. You heard him called Lob. Like, I'm about to lob this wall at you piece by piece until I crush all of you. That's happening.
Who did? Ryan.
Blah blah blah.
Okay. Oath
Roll twice?
spoken. Yeah, so roll 2.
That's how it's working.
I think it's more fun.
Frequently roll 6 dice, rolling lots of dice together.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Satisfying.
A 19.
Now, you've been sharpshooting all night, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here. Are you sharpshooting? Okay.
+5.
So,
24.
yeah, so that's a hit.
Hey,
But
finally.
gotta remember all of your crazy. Your base damage is D8 plus 5, and then sharpshooters is 5? 10. So, well, it's a D8 plus 10 plus 3 D6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do the 8.
6.
9,
Alright, so
8.
17.
17.
Plus 15. Or plus 5 plus the 10.
Oh,
So
yeah,
she's,
great.
she's at 22 plus 3.
Hey.
Oh, a lot of
3, 1,
ones.
1.
So 5. So 27.
Almost beat my fireball.
And she can
Wait,
do
one
it
arrow.
again. She's got a second attack.
So you shoot this motherfucker right in his right eye. That's like
Yeah, I
scanning
was going for the eye.
and he's just looking at you and Onyx with blood dripping out of his eye socket right now. Those guys are all back another arrow.
It's just a misunderstanding.
I know, they don't like
Are you sharp?
No.
Definitely.
Are you sharpshooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, then it's natural.
I'll take the natural 20. Wait, so
So
my
now
God.
double all that.
Oh, wow.
So you roll this twice.
I'll just try.
7, 10, 15. Again.
Don't we do a 10 damage though?
Right? Not yet. So you roll all the dice get rolled twice, and then you still add the same. So 34 plus 15.
49.
That's like a new high score, I think.
I think so.
Nice.
Okay. Alright. So you take out this guy's right eye with your first shot, rapidly draw another arrow, and fire the most perfect shot imaginable into his left eye. Two arrows sticking out of the eyes of this giant face peering out there, just bleeding, bruised. Like, "Argh!" It's almost like a shockwave of hot, disgusting breath just washing past all of you. And you can feel this guy, like, there might be a little bit of a haze of vision left, and maybe not, but, you know, eyes be damned. He is determined to just start rampaging on top of this wall at whatever is doing this to him.
Nice work.
What's Onyx doing?
Onyx will do a attack.
Okay. Well, Onyx will have to.
Oh, we're.
So
well, then it
he can move 50 and close the gap.
Don't die,
Okay.
Onyx.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Where's 50?
Yeah, maybe we should all just pull back and let.
No.
We have to help you get to like where the break in the wall is.
Go.
Okay.
Logic be damned!
Maybe just run to about 500 feet
Alright.
away.
Yeah,
So
Well,
we'll be able to
that's
hit
the
the rocks.
But
Alright, let's attack this guy.
you
Follow that up.
just had the wind knocked out of you, but you're coming to, and giant wolf form Caden is stepped in front of you. Only just sort of caught some of the chaos happening.
I'm gonna leave the guy behind me to Titus.
Yeah.
I'm going to slash this guy's leg.
All right, the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
Pivot in a bit closer and slash at the leg and hit.
I'm gonna do a trip attack.
Okay.
A lot of damage. I did. 3 plus 7. And he has to have a strength.
Okay. It looks quite strong. But does not react well.
Come on, pull off the wall!
He stumbles and staggers backward, basically knocking off the side of like rising wall that comes above the thing. And it looks like he's about to fall over the wall, but ends up just tripping back onto the walkway, down prone.
Oh, alright, second attack time, and that's with advantage now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there it is.
Whoa.
Natural 20.
Wow, you guys have like charged all of your dice for calling shaved weighted dice.
Giants are done.
11 damage.
So you roll damage part twice. But you roll, so you the thing that you add doesn't change with dice involved on the attack.
Right, so my damage does. Okay, so 7, so 14 damage.
14 damage. Alright, so you knock this guy down and you're hacking and stabbing at him.
But while he's down, I'm gonna action surge and attack him another 2 more times.
All right. As you stand on top of his prone body, just hacking and slashing and hacking, you dig deep enough and find the adrenaline to just keep going.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and tell us how you finish the motherfucker off on top of his giant,
Alright.
naked, dirty body.
Okay, so I just climb onto his face and just
Oh.
stab my sword directly into his eye socket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Battle cry, letting the blood just gush all over.
My battle cry is Alan Wenches.
As you let out a belch of golden gulp ale. As you do so, you can see smoke fire described earlier in the distance, and you almost feel like you catch a glimpse of other several giants occasionally poking up high parts of the fire. And it definitely is like whatever sort of backup forces here with that.
Right. I taught them.
It definitely. Distance, but I
Just
like
for
to say
himself.
you
Just
should
for
still.
Just for himself.
They're just seeing 4 really tall parts of their friends going down.
Man,
I'm gonna try and get within 60 feet.
into there. Not far. Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a shatter on it. Shatter the wall.
What, the wall?
Yeah. Right in his face. Just,
But the wall is what we're standing on.
the part he's grabbing.
Don't
It's,
miss.
it's only a 10-foot radius. Shrapnel shot.
Okay.
I like
So,
I don't know.
Can you? Yes.
One way to find out.
a sheepish yes.
Oh shit! Wait, that's way more than.
Woo.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I'll give you the
Small in
smallest.
this fight. Cornelius just be standing at the bottom
10
of the
feet's
wall
only like 4 by 4.
What? I woke up
10-foot
for
radius.
this.
Yeah. So those squares are 5 each. So only 4 by 4.
Yeah, that corner.
It's showing 2 of them.
Cornelius right there.
It's a little bit.
I see.
You get just the size of the giant.
That's only a 5-foot.
That one more.
Well, 10-foot diameter.
If those squares are 4 by
10-foot radius. 20-foot.
yeah, those are 5-foot squares. So squares are 4 times 5.
Six and a half.
I mean, I'm all for giving me generous rates.
Yeah.
That's talking's free, right? Yeah. I taunt the blind giant.
That looks.
Whatever. Let's
The
go with
edges
that.
of the circle should. Or
Too much math, not enough
Yeah,
to
yeah.
blooming.
I mean, you can do it, but you're definitely gonna possibly cost him the wall.
that's kind of the point. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to break it out from under him so it falls on it.
This is one of those moments where DM is asking, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
Are you, what spell level are you?
Because you will damage the wall.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a 6, a 7, and a 7. That is 20. Oh,
What's your spell save DC again?
15. And that's Constitution.
Yeah, okay. Fell out of that. Not enough in this particular. Between the double arrows in the eyes and blood curling of his partner. What's the damage total?
20.
A thunderous shockwave puts out more so than the one caused by the giants ripping parts of the wall down, as just almost creating a rift between Aiden, Flint, and the rest of you. The pieces of wall just explode outward, like a cacophony of rocks rending and falling.
Do we have insurance on that?
And I'm
Stay
glad
out.
I went through a little hole.
This lob goes crashing down to the ground, back toward. And, 40 feet. It's not a huge guy, but it's still a drop. Still a drop. Go ahead and roll an additional.
Wow.
No, something is.
There's no snow.
6 and a 1, so 7.
Okay, a little more damage.
Back on the ground, out of town. Kill him. Stay out. Right. And then I'm back again.
Yeah, he falls back down. He's like,
He can't.
Ah!
He's blind.
what's
He
going on? I can't see.
doesn't- Oh, dead.
Corgillion, conveniently enough, if this thing comes crashing down prone on the ground right in front of you.
Is that racist? I don't know if that's racist.
You just starts barking like a tiny guard dog.
Raging Corgi.
In the distance from where you left the inn, you all can hear, aside from the gong that's stopped at this, there's cries, sounds of battle, sounds of magic, definitely other things happening in the city, in the various spots.
It's still a
I
giant.
don't leave this guy here.
Go with your guts, Corgi. Blood curdling screams. One guy sound like it dead or dying. Another one crashing down in front of you.
Which one?
Okay.
Just gonna urinate on them.
Yeah. So when you rage, the damage pulls gain resistance damage.
Jump on it.
All right.
So,
It's basically like those, like the police dog video. Guy goes down, the dog.
Yeah.
go ahead out.
I like that. So you've got your two-handed battle axe. Roll.
And you can also
So
still rub it
you,
on.
right? Not in my wheelhouse. You also have Great Weapon Master. So kind of like Sifla, you can choose to be a bit more reckless at the potential to do more damage. Alright, so
Sounds great.
And she also has reckless. You can get advantage, but then they have advantage on your back.
And she also has
super reckless.
I feel like she's prone.
Probably good.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't want to be on the
Fury.
ground near. Well, actually, you already have.
You already have
advantage.
I'm already on the ground.
He's already prone. You're.
Got super advantage.
Alright, so it would you would add plus hit, but you would plus 2. You get to roll twice. 20? 20?
Seven.
9 total.
9 total?
You said it's plus 2.
Yeah.
You rolled 2 and your highest was 7.
You're
Let's not talk about it, okay?
you're so enraged and excited to like pounce this thing. You just start swinging wildly, but connect with nothing as it's sort of like I'm gonna eat you, dog!
Extra attack! Extra attack!
And you do have an extra.
Nice.
Do it again, do it again.
This one will go.
Yeah,
Mathematically.
do it
You
again.
just,
I mean,
you
you
can just
just
keep
talked about
like,
eating it, just gonna let that slide?
just swinging wildly over and over again.
Talk about you like you're a turkey leg.
You still have advantage.
Six.
You should roll in
God.
John's special
No.
circle thing.
Oh God!
Is that a 1?
Oh, it is a 1. Oh.
She's really blindly swinging. Yeah,
No,
you
the
were-
advantage
she's standing on
was the
top
second.
of his stomach and just.
The 1 was the second, so 6.
That is a very drunk dog.
Yeah, you are clearly still drunk. You're
I
realizing
don't
this.
know.
You're swinging wildly at a guy you're standing on top of. You're like, oh yeah, I'm still drunk, aren't I?
I'm
You've
really
scared the
loving
hell.
the visuals right now. The imagery is just.
She's on his belly, just.
I will stab you when I'm ready. Wait for it.
Oh, dog. You're like the guy from Game of Thrones on top of the mountain. Just do it!
Yes.
You have scared the hell out of me.
Titus, the giant and pretty much the wall in front of you now gone down below. About 40 feet down below. No. He is not. He looks injured. But he looks like, despite the flurry of blades swinging on top of him from the dog, he looks like he's about ready to stand up and fling the little dog off of him.
Like,
You got 28, so you're feeling decent.
I used my lay on hands for.
Yeah. So you're lay on hand.
That's 25.
Grab your trident and just jump down and.
He's 13.
Hold on.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Because I can hit my goblin.
Oh, I did.
Dog is taking a nap on top of the ground.
4 months ago.
Sleep it off.
I mean,
Like,
it was like 3
porcupine.
seconds.
Flat.
How much did he already use?
Sam, 13.
Pause underneath
Goblin.
Do you want to use the rest of it?
Alright, so you get 12.
I'll need-
Okay, you get 12. Alright, so you have 40 health.
Okay. I thought of roll. I can maybe lie down. Oh, yeah.
Cool. Alright, cool.
I tried the way, pull up my soul. How do you go?
Okay.
Head down.
Yeah, climbing doesn't cost you extra move.
Oh.
Like running. God damn it.
No,
Like-
okay.
Alright, so you're kind of like slide your way down till you get close enough to just sort of vault off towards the thing. Seeing the silhouette. Okay, alright. So, with advantage, go ahead and roll this majestic wall slide leap attack. Total? Yeah, that'll work.
You have advantage on this too?
That's
or-
what I did.
Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah, and it has to make a saving throw or basically impaired. So go ahead and roll base damage and then add the 2. Total? He used Siren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in what can only be described is probably one of the more heroic attacks you've had in your paladin career. You go just sort of shambling, sliding down the broken bits of wall and just leap off and stab down into the gut of this big prone fucking thing.
With thunder.
Yeah, and you do it takes everything you've got to stab and land and avoid the axe swinging over your head from the wild, enraged, drunken corgi.
Okay, just making sure I was still.
Yeah, still just swinging.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
swinging like, oh. the thunderous smite rings out as like a holy glow kind of pours out from your blade and. Okay. A prayer of pure screams. But you notice that like the shockwave of the thunderous smite doesn't seem to affect the giant in his strength, as he kind of just and like takes both of his fists and tries to slam both of you off of him in reaction to this. Yeah, you're. This is all like you kind of see this happening. It's about to happen, but there's still dire wolf cadence.
Oh. I'm gonna watch him slide down the rocks and think, yeah, that's a great idea. And then I'm gonna slide down and leap on top of him.
Okay.
But in like really awkward dog way.
Yeah.
You're spicy.
And technically, your direwolf has pack tactic.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be next to two people.
Yeah, so you definitely. Even though this guy's already sort of partially.
Oh, well. Jump in and I'm gonna try
Based
to
on Ryan's experience.
stab his neck with my
Oh my god.
Yeah, roll. Snap. Hail of a paladin and his two dogs.
16
Okay.
or 17.
We'll take
Dogs, one
17.
paladin.
That's
Plus.
definitely a hit.
Alright.
Before bite is 3.
Into your neck. 3. 9.
You, biting at his neck, you find the skin thicker than you expected. But you're sort of latched on. And you've latched on enough that he looked like he was about to just swat at the dog and the paladin. But now he has sort of redirected and midair towards like.
You're welcome.
It's about to make.
We're all next to each other. Can
Who do you want to protect though?
Just say the dog.
He looks like he's about to hit like both of them.
come down.
Want to protect whichever
One
dog
per
is
hand. Only protect one type.
Uh-oh.
No.
Titus.
Well, she's still swinging her axe, so if he swats her, he's definitely gonna get an axe hand.
And Ryan is.
Okay. So getting your shield out of you try to get out and block the huge fist that's coming for him. Right?
And get knocked into the wall.
Worth it.
Your arm. Alright, well, 14.
Not very high.
Not very high, but Titus is able to block and deflect the blow. Although it's like you can almost hear like a dent in the shield. It's like just he just like punches it, like, and it just goes for the other dog who's still swinging the axe. It almost goes for like a bonk on top of the head, as to avoid the blending action. No, Jack. Double bagging it will not work this time. You only get one reaction per turn. It's basically like use. Cornelian, you in your drunken rage, not so much as like dodge and parry as you're just like blindly whirlwinding and just happen to twirl out of the way of the fist that just slams down to the ground next to you. But all three of you are just flung backwards about 7 feet off of this thing as he's like almost like punching his way, standing up 17 feet above all of you. One,
Look disapprovingly at them and just be like,
the one who.
Why do I bother?
By the way, I mean, still has 2. Just had dis.
It seems we did like.
But I
80
like your
points of-
heroic shielding.
We did like 80 points of damage on our first turn.
Yeah. Just been set up there.
relax and just be like, oh, come on, guys.
Just gonna start aiming.
I mean, like
do
you can.
something.
You're literally like at an advantage being up on the wall. Like,
Still about with them.
still do. Yeah.
He's just shaking his.
Now it's 11 and 11, but it's still plus 5. Yeah, that works.
Hard to hit it.
Big targets.
Yeah, wait, sorry. So yeah, 8 plus the
That's 15.
15. So, let's describe to us. You're watching expert scouting eye at the top of the wall, watching all this
Look
unfold.
at
The
'em.
walls breaking down, the giants
like-
fall. They're all on top of them, and you've been lining up your
You
shots
guys are useless.
perfectly. You've got 2 shots perfectly lined up on this oath-sworn enemy, and you've already still got 2 arrows sitting out of his eyesight.
Another one for the neck.
Just describe to us how you finish this. Yeah. Just gonna try to pop that.
Pop,
Oh,
pop.
Regular
yeah.
shot.
Double shot. Yeah. Alright,
Okay.
so
Get ready again.
Titus and the dog are just covered.
Pop, pop.
So as the 3 of you
Yeah,
are
you're the
flung
slide
backwards, this guy just starts roaring at you.
It's like a
Out of
Tarantino
nowhere,
movie.
there's 2 arrows come flying from back down
Blood
the wall,
gushes
right
out.
into the neck, and there is
Woo!
just like she has just opened up the neck veins.
You guys
and
are all covered in
it's
blood.
raining
come
fucking
on,
blood
I'm
all over you
Just them,
and
I'm
the
still on the
stone
wall.
old wall behind you. Just
Players playing.
Party
Yeah.
The Tarantino film. It's,
Maybe the
Play
red
Raining
thing, the full
Blood
effect
by
cover.
Slayer.
I'm already on it.
I'm using.
There's one.
It's too metal.
There it is.
It's raining blood. Bob and Og lay dead amidst the even more broken, unprotected wall. As the seriously scary at times elf laughs from above the parapets up above. In the distance, back in the city, the gong has stopped ringing, and the sounds of battle have sort of started to dwindle.
Like that.
Gonna play this at the beginning.
As the elf begins to headbang.
I think everyone should headbang.
Yeah.
Going to stop what they're doing.
Our video's gonna get a copyright strike.
Oh yeah. It might be muffled enough because it's outside. All right. Well, with that, you all have slain your first 2 hill giants.
Way to go, guys!
I totally did it.
That's some good axe swinging up. Good axe swinging over there.
It sounds like the group that you ran into for within the town initially was not the only group to sneak into the town in some capacity. So something you'll have to look. But for now, you all kind of see what Titus and all, like whatever campfires, sort of backup forces had out. The smoke rises in the forest, and occasionally, very very far distance, giant ogres. But this was the wall that they're kind of heading this.
was, but
Pretty much.
They got ratted out by a drunken.
I mean, you know, assessing, we surmise that these were coming in part of the wall. Ogres thought basically that group failed to the wall to very slowly making their. It looks like it not that got around like in the further sides of the walls. The only ones there were 4 other ones off to the east, yeah, sort of at this encampment. They all appear to have fled. I
I
mean,
don't really.
Magic of hard work.
yeah.
I am checking my giant for loot.
No.
Giant loot.
Does he have wallets?
You find a very smelly
Yeah, well,
loincloth.
I could probably carry it, but
And can we equip that axe?
All right, we'll get to that in a second.
Here
I mean, Griffin.
not piggy.
I just don't. And they like to eat.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got like 4 tons of giant meat.
I kind of feed the griffins.
I mean, they're a different type of giant.
They're not going. They're not going back to the giant.
We're only fostering them. And he's probably watching us.
That's true. He does enjoy watching us.
No, I mean he would be watching us
Put a bag on their
off the
head.
giant. Just for organizational sake.
I have some. They do have a couple of packs with them. They almost use them for pillaging up something.
And for each of us.
Yeah, let's check that giant.
Definitely be checking all.
I've been
Maybe
acting
like
very
this.
strangely.
Don't.
Good. Okay. Yeah, ask a scribe. Phone a scribe.
Ask him his hand. So bad about what's his face.
Cheers. It's in my notes.
Kanye the
It's
Giant.
canon.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And then
Okay.
system. Get the. But yeah.
Wow.
Also, generally, the dummy. giant. Fire giant.
Correct.
Haven't heard.
Giant.
Zephyros.
Doggelos. So the Giants had these two large packs. One of them was empty for a very large, small folk-sized. Looks like it had been.
Deeper.
The other one has like this idol. Or natural.
We killed
kids.
giant children.
Giant
Come
children.
on, you guys!
They're actually
Also-
much bigger.
Also in the same bag has a sized rocking
They ate a grandma.
and a giant sized necklace, bone. All kinds of very hard to gauge exactly what the hell some of the animals.
By rough
just
string, you
various
mean a giant
strings.
rope?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Definitely designed in the style of a necklace. That same
wizard, look at
same
No, it
bag.
flew off.
Beyond that is a. This is all human-sized golden ring set with bloodstone. Nothing. It seems very fancy, probably valuable, but no. Probably somebody's.
To someone.
Somebody.
Whoever
Probably
was in that
came
rocking
off
chair.
of a delicious fish.
Oh.
Is this in
Spending too much time.
I put the ring
He's in
on.
love with the
Yes,
game.
I'm in love with a
Oh.
human.
Very-
I would tell him, no, wait, I'll identify that, but I went to.
We're flying back to where the first battle took place.
Yeah.
Like it's changed. All of them almost the same pouch. It's got this like distinct burgundy fabric, and you're pretty.
Why is
As you're sort of like picking through, I mean, like most of it's
Have a cheat.
sure. Yeah, one of the hobgoblin guards, captain. But most of them, all the hobgoblin, other fighter type, all have all burgundy. A varying amount was probably like,
Person.
yeah, they were probably paid source. And all told, like it probably takes you 5 minutes. But it's really discernible after you use a couple of them. But them all told, there's about 72. All of them spread over about 8. Nothing else of note here. You can kind of see bits of smoke, some crops that clearly got burned within different parts of this. But it sounds like most houses, but see like various candlelight torchlights that have been lit the buildings. Like people are awake and about. Like being insightful as you are, there are probably several other of these like teams.
Also putting.
Go check on the town.
Yeah, what are you guys all doing?
Let's go.
Celebrate.
Celebratory
It's
drink.
not like it's
Oh,
not
this-
had enough to drink.
What time did they wake us up? Is it like? Probably gonna go back.
I'm gonna kill you.
That's true. Yeah.
That makes sense since you killed everything.
Seriously.
Not everything. Come on.
I mean, we helped.
I mean, I heard all of them and knocked one off the wall and
Pretty
put it down there for you guys to
Sand
kind
and
of
sea.
do
Go
you
team.
get everyone to. Oh well.
Me too.
How much? What's she doing that on the net? The freaking oath
40,
vote?
47 or something.
47.
And we need like a high score.
That was
We need the
49.
damage total and who dealt it. I'm just like
Like
a
those XCOM missions. They would say
yeah.
like,
It's like it's, instead of like a Deadpool, high score, fatality.
Yeah.
It'll
Brutality.
it would have to be
Initials?
Actually,
Yeah,
that
cumulative.
does because my highest was 5 with.
Yeah, the full.
I mean, my highest.
I still think I have the best kill.
Well, that's a different category.
One shotting a goblin with an arm.
You clearly define the categories. When the award season comes around, you've got best kill, most damage kill,
Style
Yeah.
point.
No point. That.
finishing blows.
By the way, I have a clean.
I seem to remember with Barrett Earl Peters though, you didn't want to talk, you want to kill them.
That was you.
No, you were ready to go up and chop them.
So as you head back into town,
That was
you kind
eye-opening.
of see like you pass, like the abbot is there along with, Trent.
As we walk past the abbot, and we'll be like, "We told you."
Oh yeah, we did tell you, guys.
Oh, that's right. They ignored us. Didn't
And they did.
Liferlast, the Trent is sort of standing along with a pair of black bears, the abbot, and like one of the acolytes.
Like pet black bear?
You can see around
Are they
them.
actually druid?
You can see around them just like numerous bodies. They appear to be wounded themselves. As you all get back towards actual Northford, Barrett Earl Peters and a band of merry men standing with Yeti and Maxine. And it looks like Maxine, someone on all kinds of magic hellstorm. Burnt crops around there, a bunch of dead guys. Kind of like an almost miffed look, half-worked guard captain. It's actual several goblins. Everyone at this point is kind of like wiping blood off their blades and like
Or off
scouting
themselves.
around through the town, but they all seem to be calming down. And definitely a look of concern on the abbot's face. And Radoff appears bumbling out like almost woke up. Everyone's just kind of like looking around.
That's
almost
about right for Radoff.
having private conversations. The abbot kind of like, and like sort of clears his throat very loudly as all attention upon everyone sort of out, almost like in.
Told you a bit.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, but again, his name. Mostly him.
Did,
But he
did
did-
any of them kill giants?
Oh, I got.
He referred. He did introduce Arden Rovik. Older. Sean. Like a very generous seeming. And you're getting the impression he tries to avoid confrontation. Clearly, that's gotten the better of him. Yeah. He's looking at you all, and like sort of an apologetic looking. Seeing now that you're warned, intent, and I apologize. More, I've been down. I just kind of just like leaning back and he kind of looks back sharply, like, breaking character at the half-orc guard. Takes his rug. One of the other men tell me that you knew back damaged some of our walls past week. Yet to me nothing about this. I have to ask.
There's a dick
kinda-
to us, right?
Yeah.
It's
the only
like
one
his
that punched the-
tusks are just
One of
sort
the
of jutting out even. Fine! And he just like takes his sword and his scabbard and just throws it down the road and just starts like angry marching back towards.
Tap him on the shoulder and punch him in the face.
No, don't do that.
He's unarmed. I'm not scared of him.
Don't do that.
Starts walking away.
Tap him on the
was that
shoulder
the-
and
No,
then
no,
punch him in the
And he's
face.
just like. He feels the time, just turns around immediately, like already like tense.
Boom.
Roll D20.
Earn some shit.
14.
14.
That's what you rolled or no?
Roll that.
Oh, that's right.
Is-
It's
was he?
unarmed.
Remember we went to
He
see
was the
him
one who
and
was like
he
completely
like
to you.
went to the
He
guardhouse
tried to
to
tell
talk
him.
to them.
And he's in there eating.
You can see, he sees your punch and just takes it, and then grabs your wrist and just takes all of his rage and punches you right in the.
Oh, that'd be amazing if that's how he died.
I'm gonna beat this
Come
guy
on,
now.
Punch.
Fitting.
One punch man.
With your fist, your right-handed.
Right at you.
Yeah, your wrist is completely clenched and locked in half-orc. And you take 11 points. Just clocks you right in the face.
Right,
No, I'm gonna try and break.
I headbutt him. I headbutt him.
Whoa.
20.
Guys.
Oh, Jesus.
But you rolled
Natural
a 20?
20?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I
Try do anything you want.
I don't think you're gonna stop the next.
I want to see what
guess.
happens.
Yeah, with his fist, though, like you just kind of. Well, I mean, I imagine it's more of like a.
His
But
feet
you
leave the ground.
slamming, you almost hear like his jaw crack a little bit. I don't know. Roll 2d.
Right.
Hey.
Ah, 7.
All right. So as you connect, and you know, like every couple of his men, Titus and a couple other guys that work for the abbot all come and they start breaking you up. We've got bigger problems! Shouts like one of the other guard subordinates. And the abbot kind of looks at him and says, "You're the new guard captain."
Hey. Oh shit.
Wait,
Oh god, this guy.
No.
Oh,
You're
what?
one of the guys
That's a
pulling him
horrible
off.
idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
No.
drink.
And you realize
I'm so glad we didn't kill him.
Invade up. I told you.
Alright, the commotion kind of settles down. Strahd walking his butchering his jaw, marches to the tower at the back of it. He doesn't. The abbot says, I'd like the guards, the rest of you, your name, Earl Peters. And he kind of does like the deep bow. You sir,
Right in there, little buddy.
work with some of the other guards. Get accustomed here. I'd like you all to run patrols tonight. Take shifts. Let's not rest easy. But those of us that can, get some rest and let's continue on discuss. Clearly, these giants are after something. In fact, not once but twice. This time, coming into the city. Seems
Never quite made it.
There's a lot of giants out there too.
Seems the reports we've been hearing.
You mean the
Closer to
reports
home.
we told you
They're
about?
closer to home than expected. And he starts heading back towards the abbot. Says, "Tomorrow morning, breakfast time. Why don't you all come together or come join our discussion?" I mean, like a partial back. Drunken bard who still looking guide and bloodshot, but kind of with tell that he was fighting with some.
Tap him on the back. He's the
Oh, I need to stop drinking.
I asked him if he wants a drink.
You fine?
No, but you should stop that. Just
Eddie kind of way back into. Yeah. Round on me, round on the house.
Then
Thank
no,
you
I am
all.
not buying.
The bard looks at you and says, "So round two on you." Promise is a promise. And everyone kind of heads back in.
lots of it.
Yeah.
Milk.
Call that like welcome back
Yeah.
game. I kind of like, some other games they'll sort of wrap up.
How did we come?
We're supposed to kill all the hill giants.
You were accompanying Radoth.
Good town.
Right, we
Town.
came to the same gold
This
field.
one.
So, yeah.
What about that?
Unicorn. Well, that was also, I believe, why you came to Golden Fields, is because this was close to Unicorn
Yeah,
Run,
that's why I was
That's why I
which,
wanted
why both
to go
Corgelian and Cethla had.
Maybe if we, save gold.
Yeah. I mean,
The Corgelian runs away to
I go to my own little.
Although we do know the giants did say they came for the food. I don't know that.
Well, they were.
But if you are trying to
they
What?
consider
Yeah.
Oh my
they
God.
consider lots of.
Yes.
Go talk.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, if you want, I
Well,
do
if
have a
you
massive
want.
to-do.
Yeah. So let's
Okay.
let's do this. Let's have our the abbot calls everyone together there in that sort of big open.
Wow.
Holding fear.
Ooh,
So, are like all these like it's almost like hostels or like co-op farms, like clearly like people go help work, whether they're enclave travelers. Definitely has like that sort of vibe to it. And like a small crowd of people, but dominantly in the center, we're all sort of divided in. Abbott, Adolf. Who you're seeing Abbott's sort of right hand gal is acolyte. But she was kind of the one you didn't really get to hear her talk much, but was prodding the guys. And a lot of the other figures, like from around, all sort of gathered around. Oh yeah, yep, it is.
Oh.
Albus
Oh,
Morpholio. Is there a way I could look in? Oh,
You don't think so?
damn it.
Somebody got
Pretty strong.
the never stop.
Never stop.
Everyone's kind of gathered around. The abbot like doesn't start where you thought he would. Almost looking at Radoth and he's talking about. I thought of the circle of Avenus decimate other head of the night. No sign. First we were by this past few nights gotten worse. Now hill giant trying to come in our sacred walls of our city. Calling. Kind of see him. Immediately, I'd like you to. Oh, it's a lot. All of those we call friend. Have them start sending. Would not ask travelers, adventurers, stationed here and defend our walls day. But I will call upon. Try to seek out why they're attacking us. Kind of look at all of you. Know anything?
Did we already tell him all? Giant told.
Sure.
Right on.
Surrounded by them now. That idea to
I think that's.
out in
I think that's.
the-
We're. I like.
So no, I'm fine with sneaking.
We just know they went.
Yeah.
Fine.
Can't be
What's
that.
that?
It can't be that hard to track.
I don't want to
giants,
send
right?
people
The,
out and then have
We do
them
have
get
a
eaten.
tracker.
Giants. I mean, all the fallen trees.
Not like the druids who can turn into birds
They,
and fly. out.
the abbot and some advisors, precisely. Perhaps you can get out or see what you can get out. Either send word or really, we're really at a loss right now. We're listening.
Mic
now.
drop. We saw a bunch of giant leaves.
You're
in a meeting where
he's
they're
quite
asking-
drunk.
your jabs and jibes like true do not seem to cause like flex on his face. Like he
I punch him in the face.
seems
To make it
seems
bad.
very calm, very wise.
We
Buddy
killed
last
two
night.
giant
Heading to the
children.
north.
Says you're welcome to stay here as honored guests. Kind of
Doesn't drag so much.
Maybe he knows something. I know something.
I just
I came here for
Hey, we're
it.
here. Might as well
the
do it.
main.
Okay.
Pete's waiting around.
All right. Well,
later that.
okay. Yeah. What that is, where I can tell you, get right up. He says, for the abbot's request in my.
Happening to other druids, is that?
Yeah, he's in. Prior to the. Different orders. Circles. Sounds like numerous.
So what I ask is, you think the same thing that happened?
I don't know if it's a similar.
Tell us about these nightmares.
You didn't have. Y'all had attacking elves, other elves.
You know, having.
Right off. There you go. It was a fitful night.
Like, this one is a dread unit.
Nightmare.
Radolf basically implies that he. He's gonna see what he's.
There's cameras.
There
would be
no survival.
Getting killed.
Oh, okay. So it was a screw that came back.
A young woman. Did
Love.
fun.
Good work for you. That's what it
Oh. Oh, Jerry.
is. Free anyway.
Hello, dog pets.
It was a young woman. That's they're sort of punk. And she described several hacking this. There was a beast. And that there was strange, beast men. It's like almost they full moon. These druids would together as a pack and howl at them, ever form. It's almost as if shifting got tainted by words of this old creature crashing, hacking them apart, and spoke of white-haired. Of this body up, white-haired, no, opening it up, and all of these sort of mutated, perverted druids who had their twisted, or they were all sitting upon this altar. Escaping barely with her life as if get enraptured. Basically described that like that initial quadruped must be hailed her, basically. But sure enough, ever had which Radolf says that he plans at the end day after the traveling. But reminds you of your fact. Without any says, you know, travels that he kind of
Oh.
anything else? Wrap up stuff around town. your plan. You're up.
Get some,
And you guys can take a few days here to recover, study, talk to people. I mean, this isn't like a bustling. Definitely more
Rough up that guy. I want to.
There's day or night.
Right now it's like dinner. Day after. The morning food you all had with habits or left. That could be. Distant dying giants. Definitely not. You might find some. Congratulations. There you go. Yeah, there's definitely saw this night him.
He's doing that. I want to find question.
Basically asking for your. You can email me yours.
You want it sorted alphabetical?
I don't know. I feel like Corgellian.
That giant should that's 7.
That's okay.
I haven't done it in.
Yeah. To the best of your, like, you don't know much about the Fey Wild. All you know is that. Huh? Fey Corgi are. Created by Fel.
Came from.
I think a Fey portal was open.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
They're called like Fey Corgi because
Well, I thought that they built a portal on the other side. So
so as far as you know, the bronze-eyed halfling dragon built the portal that brought the 4 initial people over. But the area that you're from is entirely
Doing it wrong.
Oh,
actually got a couple.
And the
Tips
giant
with the spike
bodies from the wall.
nice.